So I invite you to breathe this morning as we move into this space of prayer. And I invite you to move into the heart space. I'm inviting you to open your heart, to open your mind, to allow your eyes to expand. And right now, perhaps with your eyes closed, we can take a moment to focus on the third eye. And we hear the words of Yogananda from his book, Where There Is Light. He says, if you want to rid yourself of the present bad habits, you have no greater recourse than meditation. Every time you meditate deeply on God, beneficial changes take place in the patterns of your brain. So I invite you to breathe and just imagine your heart having a conversation with your brain, with your mind, breathing in a space of love, inviting it to listen with the heart and to move into a space of healing. Just breathe. And as we're breathing this morning, we're breathing into that space knowing that there is only one power, one presence, one life. And that presence and life is right here, right now, revealing itself, expressing itself. It is the power that uplifts, it grows, and it reveals its infinite energy. So this morning, I take this moment to acknowledge it as the very essence of all of life. I acknowledge it as love in action. And I'm giving thanks right now for this loving presence. And I'm acknowledging this presence as the source in my life. I'm acknowledging that source everywhere. And so I take this moment and just open the door wider. And as I open the door wider, I speak my word this morning, beholding the presence, knowing that the presence is right where Dorothy is, right where Noah is. It is fully present in the Hart family. I'm acknowledging it right where our wonderful Liza is and the facility that she's in right now, knowing love and that the presence of the infinite, it expands itself for every single person there. I'm acknowledging that same power as perfect love, perfect peace. It is the essence within Martine in her affairs. I know that that same power I speak of is the peace that passeth all understanding. It is present within the Douglas family. It moves through them and expresses itself right now. I know that it is that presence that uplifts itself. And I'm giving thanks for this sacred energy within all centers everywhere. I'm acknowledging it within everyone that is in sacred service right now. I'm acknowledging it as the source within all of humanity. I know that there is perfect peace and perfect harmony. And I know that there is perfect love. And I'm knowing that each and every individual is anchored in a sacred space where the presence reveals itself. And I'm acknowledging it as perfect good, perfect love. I'm acknowledging it as the presence and the power that has gone before and prepared the way. I'm acknowledging it as that flowering light of peace and harmony. It is the grand rising of love in action. It is the perfect element of life growing itself, and it is blessing itself. I acknowledge it as that divine presence that prospers itself and it shows up in our lives in healthy ways. I acknowledge it as that divine presence moving through every single one of our meridians. I'm acknowledging it right now as the blessing, the healing blessing, as divine love in action, as divine love expanding itself and growing itself. I acknowledge it. And I know that it is the one life, the one power, the peace that passeth all understanding. I acknowledge it as sacred love. I acknowledge it as the energy of being, that energy that grows in itself and blesses itself. I know that it is active right now, that every child everywhere is blessed by this consciousness, surrounded in love and safety. And I'm acknowledging it as the one source moving through each and every family, that there is perfect communication and perfect wisdom. I acknowledge it as the one life, the one power, the peace that passeth all understanding. And I know that in this quiet stirring, in this place of infinite wisdom, in this space of quantum growth, that the presence is the healing presence acknowledged. I know that this wonderful presence right now blesses, anchors itself as that divine light of wholeness. It shines forth in our body temple, mentally and emotionally for us. It is that divine, and I know that this wonderful presence heals and expresses itself beyond that which we can't imagine now. And that divine grace is the only power expressing itself. That divine grace reveals itself, and that divine grace heals. It breathes, it anchors, and it moves us beyond that which we cannot even imagine. So I'm acknowledging right now a new experience, a new life. I'm acknowledging the beauty and the infinite expanding through each individual with new eyes, new ways of experiencing and expressing life. I'm acknowledging the assurance of peace. And it is in this space of perfect love and perfect peace, in this space of perfect harmony, that I give thanks. I'm giving thanks for the infinite, moving itself, expressing itself, and blessing itself. And what I know about it is perfect, it is good. And it is from this place of sacred and holy awareness that I affirm these powerful loving, healing words. And I invite you to join me by simply unmuting and saying, "And so it is. And now it is. Amen. Amen. And Ashe." Oh.